Today I'll be analyzing the charts for you completely free. Now I've been in the game for 5 years, and if anybody knows where price is going to go next, it's definitely me. If you want free signals while also learning how to apply the concepts yourself, then join the Discord in the description because you have nothing to lose. Alright, top down analysis starting from the weekly as always. So previously what we had on the chart, we basically had this gap that already got filled out with a body closure. Remember guys, I told you this so many times that it has to be with a body closure. If it's not with a body closure, we're not going to take the trade. Now this has already happened, and then ever since then we were just going to the downside. Now when we skip a little bit back, when we had this kind of price action and the next weekly candle is about to open, it was very likely that we'll go back into this FEG, and this has multiple reasons. Now the first reason for that is basically that we have a premium to discount which we need to fulfill. The next thing is also it makes sense that we go into a premium to discount again, because if you just draw out random premium to discount lines on the chart, then this will not do much for you, right? It happens, of course. As I said many times, we always go back into a premium to discount, but if you do it randomly, there will be occasionally the case where it does not go back into equilibrium again. So by equilibrium, what I mean by that, I mean the middle line between the premium, the green box, and discount, the red box, the middle line, right? The center is the equilibrium. Now, as I said, if you just take random highs and lows from the chart, then this will not work. But in that kind of perspective, it makes a lot of sense because we are just about to get to those relative equal highs. We took out fuel. Now in order to go lower, what do we have to do? Now in order to go lower, we have to go higher first, at least a little bit, take fuel, and then we can go lower onto the downside, right? The same applies for the upside because it always works vice versa. So this was basically the reason why we went up to begin with. We had the relative equal highs. Now relative equal highs are the best thing you can look out for. Personally, I've been trading them for 5 years now, so I really know that there will be hit in that sense. If we're now going to the daily chart once again, now guys, you can have the best strategy, the best risk management, and also be a master at psychology, but every professional trader needs a professional journal. That's why I personally use TradeLens. Now if you want a 10% discount, it's the second link in the description. You can see we have another FEG right in here. Also very likely that this will be taken out. Now you can also see this as a continuation of an order block, because if you take all of those down close candles, that is basically a order block. If you go on higher time frames, I don't watch something in between daily and weekly, but if you would go on maybe the 3-day or something like this, this will be a order block on its own. That's why basically we are able to trade the continuous order blocks themselves. But in that case, it doesn't make much sense to trade the order block. There's just additional information that will go lower. Now a lot of people would see this little bit of price action as, okay, we will go on to the downside and then let me trade this higher. But this is wrong. Why you're trying to predict the next 2 moves. So what I mean by next 2 moves, the next move that you're trying to predict, okay, we will go lower. That's move number 1, and number 2 is we will go higher again. So you're trying to predict 2 moves. Okay, this was the first one, right, that it goes lower, and here's the second one that you're trying to predict onto the upside. But why? You don't have to do that. Why won't you just stick to having one direction to trade in? That's it, right? So after we have traded back in here, now you're looking for another position that you might open, or maybe just wait it out because the price action doesn't look too good. But why are you trying to predict price so many times? Just know what the next move is. That's it. You don't need to predict the next 10 moves or something like that. You only need to know where price is going to go next. That's it. Now if we skip a little bit forward, because this has already happened, what we currently see is we are still in this entire range. Now by range I mean exactly that, right? That is the dealing range that we're dealing in right now. Now I want to quickly zoom out just to show you a little bit of perspective. Now this already on its own, I'm referring to this as here, this one was already pretty consolidating this entire range. But now, right, things have gotten extremely tight, because now guys, it is, just look at this price action, okay? This is just basically chopping around, doing almost nothing, okay? And for this kind of trading, this is very good, right? We want consolidation. We don't want volatility. Volatility is in fact our enemy, right? Because if we are wrong on the direction, then if there's a lot of volatility, then we will lose, right? Just as a little perspective. Now, if we have a trade going on, low risk to reward, of course, and even if we are wrong on the trade, right, and there's not much volatility going on, we might go a little bit into drawdown, yeah, and then eventually it goes into our take profit. But if you're wrong and there's a bunch of volatility going on, then it doesn't care. It will just go straight up and you're out of the trade basically. That's why we love low volatility as low risk reward traders. For everybody that thinks that this way of trading doesn't work, watch my previous videos. It does work and it's proven. Continuing with the analysis themselves, why have we gone onto the upside, right? So after we have gone onto the downside, so I just want you to focus on this little bit of price action, right? From this candle all the way to the present right now. After we have gone lower, why did we go higher once again? So we had multiple reasons for that, and I was calling that out in our Discord channel for free, and also the reasons why we're going to go higher to begin with, okay? So the first one was that we had this daily FEG, right? We have gone onto the daily FEG, yeah, but that was not the single reason why we have gone onto the upside. Now, if you zoom in again, this is the 1 hour chart right now, you can see we have relative equal highs. Now, to some people, they might say, okay, those are not relative equal highs. How is it that you're calling those out relative equal highs? Because as I have taught you guys, relative equal highs are looking something like this, okay? Where you have a bunch of highs being relatively equal high to each other. So you have one high in here, maybe another one in here, and another one here, and maybe another one in here, right? Equaling to relative equal highs. But it has to be a swing high in order for that to count. In this case, we don't have a swing high. So why are you calling this a relative equal high? Because if you go onto the 15-minute chart, and 15-minute is the lowest you ever want to go, 15 is the most you can go, you know, and even I only do that rarely if I really want to get a little bit more information about the market. Now, as you can see, that specific candle is not the relative equal high, but just drag it down to the right a little bit, and this high is creating the relative equal highs that I was talking about earlier, right? So sometimes you have to zoom in a little bit into the chart to get more information, and that is also the reason why we have gone higher. Now, after we have a big push, because this is a bunch of volume, right? We like to consolidate once again. Very good. This was basically the entire reason why we were consolidating, gone higher with this initial move that I'm marking out right in here, and now we're gaining the distribution lower because we left a bunch of sell side liquidity down there in order to reach to those highs. Now this move is for now basically over, right? Which is why we're now going to trade it onto the upside. We're going to trade it to the downside. Now looking onto the hourly chart once again, we have something that speaks against us. Now I know that a lot of people like to just see this as, okay, we will just go onto the downside. We have just analyzed the entire chart. We will go lower. But if you just see it as that, then once again, it will not work, because things don't work just on their own. If I mark out every relative equal high that I can see on the chart every single day, every single time, you will still not be profitable with this, right? You need the entire framework that I'm dealing here, because if I just give you, okay, those are relative equal highs, this doesn't work, right? You have to analyze the entire thing that we just talked about. Now, why are we trading this to the downside? We have a couple of reasons. Now, the very first and most obvious reasons are we have relative equal lows right in here. As we have previously mentioned, relative equal lows, it's basically a very good magnet onto the downside, okay? We have all of those relative equal lows and they need to be taken out. But it also aligns with going higher again. Now this is where a lot of people just get they just get it wrong, because they see this, okay, the sell side liquidity will just completely dump onto the downside, and then, you know, whatever is going to happen next. Wrong. We will take those lows out, most likely have a continuation higher even this week. This doesn't have to be 100%. The only thing that I can guarantee you today is that the trade that I'm about to show you will hit take profit. If it doesn't hit take profit, never return back into my channel, okay? That is basically the reason why we'll go lower. Also the reason why we're not going to short it all the way to the bottom of the ocean. We're just going to short it a little bit, get the move in, and that's it. Which is exactly why you're just going to take a short right now. Now, as I'm plotting the trade, for anybody that's watching just for the trade results, you can do that, that's no problem. Just make sure to join the Discord so you can check out the live trading sessions yourselves, because this way of trading works and works every single time. But if you want to learn how to do this, join my mentorship. It's the first link in the description. We will trade on to those relative equal lows. Now your stop loss has to be above this high, and your take profit should be equaling to at least 0.2 risk reward, and that is basically the entire framework. Now, for anybody that still wants more information though, because I know that people already closed the video right after they saw the trade. If you want more information and actually learn how, you know, how the things actually work. For me personally, if I'm not profitable yet, this wouldn't be enough value for me, right? I would want the guy that is teaching me for free right now to tell me more about it, as long as he is here, right? Now, the very next thing that we have a bunch of down close candles right now, suggesting to us that we will go onto the upside. But the first thing that you notice is, if we just zoom in and focus on these two candles. Okay, so the current week candle and the previous week. You can see that what is more likely going to happen. Now, I have made already a video on this. What's more likely going to happen, you know, previous day high or previous day low. Now, this is very easy to tell. We will go for the weekly low first. Now, even in the case where it doesn't do that, our trade should most likely still work out, right? This is basically more information on how you can determine the weekly bias and also the daily, because this works on the daily just as well. Now, another thing you should also not overlook is we have relative equal highs right in here. But what have I told you earlier? Because I'm specifically marking this out just to teach you, not because I actually think that we'll go higher right in here. And you know what? We might actually go higher in there, but it doesn't matter, right? We don't want to predict the price 10 steps or whatever many steps ahead. We only want to know what happens next. Very recent price action, right? I want you to literally zoom into the chart and just tell from the daily candle where we will go next, because you can literally tell it from the daily candle itself. The entire framework that I have given you is extra and it's a very good bonus, but you don't really need it in that case. Now, I'm specifically saying in that case because there will be cases where you actually will need it. Not everything works on their own. You have to learn everything that I'm teaching to you. You have made it this far into the video, and let me be very clear about this one. You can go two paths in trading. Either you're taking the path that I had to take, which led me to countless of platform challenges being blown and also personal accounts that I have lost. The list goes on. Or you can also take the shortcut, being mentored by somebody who has 5 years of experience, more than 500k in total funding, and also multiple platforms. Now, I have been interviewed by platforms where I basically explain how I've gotten to all of those payouts. When you're trading for this long, your win rate is extremely high. That's why we barely get into any kind of drawdown. Now, and this is not just a regular mentorship, you will get access to everything I've learned over the past 5 years of experience. So if you want to learn how to get the same results, it's the first link in the description.